Islamic
I guess
radicalization
it's
in the West,
good.
even Muslims in the East, in the Middle East, like the Emiratis, like the Saudis, like the Qataris, even Qataris are not a good example,
Qataris.
but the Bahrainis have spoken about this Islamization of the West and the problems that come with it. Well, there is a footage that has surfaced from Memory TV, okay, of an imam in Australia. I believe this was 16 kilometers from
Dawah.
Bondi Beach, filmed on 2023, and it's taking off right now because it goes a little something like this.
So the Yahud, the Jews of Banu Israel, they have been a very mischievous people, causing fitna even before the coming of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We're always making things up. We want to quote even from their own books about their very own mentality. And we need to learn about these people because this is a people that we're going to always be dealing with until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends Imam al-Mahdi. These are the people that when it comes to the end of time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would cause miracles for the nation of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to see and hear with their own. Towards the end of times when the Muslims will be fighting the Jews, the trees will speak, the stone will speak, and they'll say, "Oh Muslim,
2 win streaks, so that's like 3.
We see that the Jews, they killed many prophets, including Zachariah and John, who
I'll just do 5-minute practice anyway.
holding a position of wealth in the society, and they would use this wealth in order to have authority over the weak, just like they do today. You find that their hands are in everywhere, in businesses, in products that we should be boycotting, Coca-Cola and Nike and McDonald's and Starbucks, and the list is long. They had their hand everywhere, so they were in the media, as they do today, and they would use this against the weak, Another thing that they were very good at was they had one of the most oppressive interest loans, so they would give a loan to people that were in need, that was impossible to pay back. Again, this still continues today, where we find the majority of banks are owned by the Jews. Peace is bad for the Jews. There's no business if the Muslims have peace, there's no business for us. There goes our media, there goes our Hollywood blockbuster films and whatever that's always targeting Muslims. And it's no good. So they need the fitna between the Muslims and the fighting, the infighting of the Muslims to continue in order to thrive. Who's in this fortress hiding like the cowards that they are, today, hiding in their tanks, hiding behind their large walls? If you want to fight us, come fight us. You're going to meet men that you've never fought before. Now what are they doing?
Could be too high, I don't know.
Nobody come and tell me, but brother, this is the Zionists, it's not really the Jews.
Close enough.
There was no Zionists at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. It was Jews, Yahud, and they were addressed this way. And I want to say, you know this, my dear brothers and sisters, that even these ultra-Orthodox Jews that you see today that are against Israel, and they hate the Zionists, we really know that from what we just mentioned, that they don't really have a unity. But these ultra-Orthodox Jews,
I think it's close enough, yeah.
They're still waiting for their Messiah to come. And when that Messiah comes, they're still going to fight the Muslims.
Too high.
They're just not fighting the Muslims now. So don't be fooled to think that these people are still your friends. Yes, alhamdulillah, let them ride the wave and let them speak about the Zionists, about Israel, no problem. It's good for us.
Close enough.
Enjoy the show. So the Yahud.
I mean, I don't know if it's any more clear cut than that.
Close
And
enough.
if you read the comment, deport. This is the root cause of all hatred. Hold these fake imams accountable and jail them. FYI, incompatible with democracy, and why is he still in Australia?
Good enough.
This is the world we're living in, folks. This is the reality we're living in. These are the Muslim supremacists that have infiltrated the West. It's the Muslim supremacists that have been exposed time and time
I'll
again.
allow it, but it might be too high.
And when you try to ask and you try to wonder about how Naveed and how Sajid,
Maybe it's close enough.
2 terrorists from yesterday, how they got radicalized.
Too high.
Well, Naveed went to school in Pakistan. But when he came back to Australia, do you think the radicalization stopped?
Good enough.
Or do you think he might have had access to this imam? And this is just one imam in one masjid amongst... Let's just do a quick Google search together. How many mosques are in the Sydney area? See what Google AI says. There are an estimated 120 mosques in the Sydney area. A 2015 report from the Western Sydney University indicates that there are a total of 167 Islamic places of worship in the New South Wales area, with a
That's
majority
crazy.
located in Western
Oh, hi.
Sydney.
I'm good. Sorry.
This is just one example of one Muslim community and one imam being caught on
How
camera
long ago was that?
preaching this type of garbage. Preaching
Oh,
this
you
type-
couldn't
Just
probably see
one
this.
example.
I'm good, how are you?
One example. How many others are there that aren't filmed, that aren't shown, that aren't talked about?
Goodbye.
How many? These are valid questions. Now, this is a clip from October 7th in Sydney. after
Pretty
the
quick chat,
But it
that's
shows a
good.
little bit of what this
Usually I don't get a
Insane.
chatter this early.
feels.
I'm smiling.
A bit too low. Oh well.
Smiling
But
and I'm happy. I'm elated.
also a bit too low, but oh well. Nice. A bit too high. What is happening in the video?
75 years of occupation. 15 years of blockade. What yesterday
Too left.
happened was the first time our brothers
Good
and
enough.
sisters broke through the largest prison on earth.
They're like praising the attack on the team. That's great.
Free, free Palestine. Free, free
A little low. How low?
Occupation is a crime. Free, free Palestine.
Too right.
I'm smiling.
So that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're up against. And then we wonder, and then we act shocked when two Muslims shoot up Hanukkah.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. I don't know why he
We
acts shocked.
act shocked that
I'm
this
not.
could happen when
So let's see.
it's been right in front of
Oh
us
wait, no.
this entire time.
End training. Then we go here. We
It's been building
leave this as well.
nothing
And
has
then we
been done
look at our rating.
at all. Nothing, not the slightest. Not the
16.
slightest thing has
And
been done.
yeah, just like what I thought.
You know, I don't know where this all goes, but what I can tell you is it's not over. I can tell you we are still not out of the thick of it. There's a significant fear that attacks like this may continue into the future.
Nice.
And, well,
Okay,
I wish
we're
that we could
actually in the
predict
game.
what the hell we are to do with these radical Islamists in the West
Let's
before
go.
it's too late for all of us. I'll see you guys next one. I love you very much. Goodbye.
Damn, honor that. Wow, what a nice guy. This is the guy running for governor. Who's this guy?
My name is James
It's loud.
Fishback, and I'm running to succeed Ron DeSantis as Florida's next Republican governor. I'm running for Florida governor so I can make life more affordable for you and your family. Easier to afford groceries. to
There's
buy
not
homes,
much I
raise a
could have
family.
done there. It
It's all
looked
said
like,
and
oh,
done.
it's
So
easy,
entire
you
road
just
dignity
back up.
by
Maybe
stopping
actually
the
that's what I
H-1B
should have
scam
done.
so our workers, especially
Yeah.
our college grads, can get jobs again.
Maybe.
I'll tell
My man.
Blackstone, Airbnb, and foreign investors that no, in Florida, you can't buy our homes because our homes are for
Thank you
families.
for the follow.
Who is this guy?
I'll stop the construction of any AI data center that threatens to raise our electricity bills or poison our water supply.
Holy
And
sh-
I'll completely
What?
and totally eliminate property taxes for every Florida
Is
resident.
that him?
Because in America,
Oh no.
you don't
Yes.
rent your home from the government.
Nice shot.
You own it, free.
Have to
and
give
clear.
it to him.
Nowadays,
Without him, it
all
wouldn't have
Republicans
gone
are
in.
the same. If a Republican politician supports the H-1B scam that fires our workers, he can't be our next governor.
That's
if
right.
he goes out and
Yeah.
supports the building of AI data centers that threaten our electric bills and our
Uh-huh.
water supply, he can't be our next governor. And
Obviously.
if he goes to Congress and does
Uh.
nothing for us but makes millions of dollars trading stocks for himself, he can't be our next governor. Congressman
I am so glad that we are finally getting young guys in politics. To
Yeah,
just
I
sit
can
and
play
shit.
with you.
Bro, I just hope it works. I do.
I just
Guys
need
like
to
him
finish
around me,
this
like,
game.
hopefully,
I
like,
can't
even if
do
you
it
don't
while
like
I'm
him, right?
playing.
Even if you don't like them, I just love to see guys that are not geriatrics
Thank you for that.
coming in there. Get the youth, yeah, bro. Like we've been ruled by these fucking erectile dysfunction Social Security recipients for 40 years.
Wow, what a goal.
Had enough.
That's terrible for us.
Byron Donalds
Why
can't be
did
our
he
next governor because
score
he won't
that?
fight for Florida
I don't
like
know,
Ron
that's
DeSantis
very-
has. I will. I'll fight to preserve Governor DeSantis' wins by
That was a
keeping
crazy
from
shot.
API,
Base,
legal
base,
transparency,
Probably
base,
could be
base.
in.
prosecutors, child
Based.
predators, voter
Based.
fraud, and the millions of illegals that invaded our country
Yeah.
on Kamala Harris's watch. I'll do that
Oh.
because unlike Byron Donalds, I'm not
Oh
a
my-
politician. I'm an
Who's-
investor and a businessman. I stood up to Wall Street. I sued the Federal Reserve, and I filed a landmark brief with the Supreme Court defending President Trump's right to fire corrupt federal officials.
All right.
I started Incubate Debate, a free high school debate league for thousands of kids across Florida so they could learn how to debate,
Okay.
discuss, and grow as Americans. I love our state. I am a fourth-generation Floridian. My
He
great-grandfather
sounds like Mamdani.
and then owned a small hotel on Fort Lauderdale Beach.
There it is.
My grandfather fought in World War II and ran 750 head of cattle
Same.
in Okeechobee. My father proudly drove the city bus in Broward County, where I was born and raised.
Based.
I went to Florida public schools from kindergarten to graduation. Even though I grew
Yep.
up in South Florida, I now call the Panhandle home. I'm an unapologetic Christian who believes that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.
Oh,
and I'm a proud
shit.
American who will never apologize for our history. In the coming
Oh
What is my
my
teammate
God.
doing?
months, I'm going to meet as many Florida voters as I can
Jesus.
where they live, work,
Who is
and
this
pray.
guy?
I'll visit all 67 counties because Florida's next governor has to be someone you can see, talk to, and even debate with. I look forward to seeing you soon. My name is James Fishback, and I approve this message because Florida is our home, America is our birthright, and we will never let them steal it from us.
Man, this is my guy. This is my guy. Listen to this. Listen to this. Here we go.
And what I would do in cities like Jacksonville, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, where you have a homeless. And what I would do in cities like Jacksonville, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando.
We're pretty much screwed here.
Very
I don't know what
quickly.
he was
Do
doing
you
there.
want to go to prison for several years for all of the crap that you have on you right now? Or do you want to get mental health treatment? It's going to be on.
Why did he do that? Bro, I don't know. Like, my teammates making it even worse. Like, two of the goals were terrible, and they were,
We are rising.
like, basically by him.
It's going to happen. I completely agree with this. I totally agree with this. I think this is exactly how they should handle it.
We have to reopen the asylums. When they started closing,
Oh, there it is. There it is. Let him know.
What is my teammate doing? I'm so mad at
and
my...
so when you've got upwards of half of people who commit violent crime having that mental
That's
health
right.
issue,
They're nutballs.
I'm sorry, we're not doing the therapy thing.
Yes.
We're doing the you're going to prison for 10
You're in the box now. That's right.
years thing, or you're going to go to a
Yes.
mental health institution, which is a very
Yes.
euphemistic way of saying you're going to Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I guess they're actually crazy enough.
Oh
Way to say it.
my God.
And what
Gentlemen, here's what you have to keep in mind is that
What is...
there are a lot of us out there. There's a lot of us out there, and we can consolidate and control these systems. And eventually, if through sheer force of will, numbers, and doing whatever it takes,
Well, we can win this now that it's only 2 goals.
and it starts at the
It's
ground level.
way
Vote for
simplified.
people like this. Always do this. Yeah, I respect this guy. Yes, exactly. And yeah, 100%.
Really?
And-
Why
and-
did he-
and we can
okay,
change
that's
this shit and
crazy. I
make it
need
the
to
way
go
that we
all the
want
way.
it to be. And is this guy in chat? I mean, I don't know, right? I mean, I think it's a logical conclusion that any normal person would come to. And you can't reopen asylums without a ton of psychologists, or will turn into hard drugs, medication abuse. I mean, as long as they're, I don't really care what happens.
What
to them.
does all
Just let
around
them out in
sleep?
society. Like,
Bro.
it doesn't matter to me what happens to them. Like, why would I care about what happens to a
What does
crazy
that
violent
even
criminal
mean?
when that's their well-being doesn't mean anything to me. Like, what matters is the people that are not crazy violent criminals that are outside that don't want to have to live in terror that this person is going to stab them. That's that's
Wow.
my priority list. And the more
That's
people that we
crazy.
have like this guy talking about reopening,
you're going to Arkham Asylum.
Wow.
That's a way to say it.
this is what I'm all about. And you see, there's a lot of young guys in the audience here. A lot of young guys. I'm running for Florida governor to make the trains run on time.
How did he get there that
My name is James
quickly?
Fishback, and I'm running for Florida governor. I'm here in Shipley in the Panhandle on tracks that used to carry Amtrak's Sunset Limited. It allowed families to get a train right here in rural parts of the Florida Panhandle and take it
That's
all the way to
crazy.
Disney for Christmas or Miami for New Year's. Sadly, that train got canceled. It became the latest sign that politicians in Tallahassee, Democrat and sadly Republican, don't care about what happens here in the
Is this
Florida
guy
Panhandle.
again? Yeah.
I'm running for Florida governor because I recognize that Florida is more than just Naples, Orlando, and Miami. That we have to look out for the dignity of our neighbors in the Panhandle, and I'll do that by making a generational investment in our public schools, creating 10,000 great-paying jobs for locals, and also bringing back the Amtrak.
So he puts
Good
this
enough.
out, and he says, I'm running for Florida governor to make the trains run on time. This is a quote from Benito Mussolini. Okay, this is a guy in World War II that was aligned with Hitler, and he just said he didn't give a fuck. He just went and put that out there, right? Oh no, and this is the same guy that said that what he wants to do is bring back the mental asylums and effectively create Arkham Asylum again. This is my guy. Finally, we're finally getting there.
As Christians, we are called to protect
A bit too high, but I'll
the
allow it.
sanctity of marriage and to recognize
Oh, yeah.
the dignity of our neighbors. My name is James Fishback, and I'm running for
boy.
Florida governor.
Wait, let me do that.
All three.
I don't know. That's how you do it. There's another.
He's
There's like this girl or
videos
something,
about
but
Christianity.
she said something really creepy. But yeah, if you send it like, say it like that, I can add you.
You say Mussolini is the
Okay.
OG fascist? He's one of them. This guy's down in Jubilee, I believe? I don't know. And so you even had all this happen. You see, you'd be thrown. Oh, I'd be thrown in the asylum? Thank God, bro. I've been worried about a bunch of shit. If I'm in an asylum, I don't have to be anymore. Yeah, that'd be great.
Might be
So
too low.
anyway, so basically, let's see here. We'll watch
I
this.
think it's good enough.
Clarify comments made about Nick Fuentes, his followers. Oh boy.
You're right.
I want to clarify some comments that I made this week rather abruptly in a live
Too
interview
low.
about the young men in our country who watch and follow Nick Fuentes. I want to clarify and apologize for absolutely nothing. The young men in Pasco County who wore blue America First hats
Maybe
came
it's
to our
good
event,
enough.
where the average age in the room was somewhere in the 60s. We're there, we're respectful, we're
Uh-huh.
civil, we had a great conversation, and they have a
He just went and said, I don't give a fuck.
Good enough.
See, I told you, all you need to do is get enough people together, and you can do anything you want.
Too high.
real pulse for what is going on in the country. Too often these days, young white men are discounted and told that their opinions don't matter. They are toxically masculine.
Too low.
Man.
That they have some sort of privilege and their conversation and contributions don't matter. I'm running for Florida governor
think
because
it's a good
Florida
one.
is our home. America is our birthright, and we can never, ever sell out the men.
A bit too high. I'll allow it though.
I've been waiting on this for a while.
That's good enough.
I've been waiting on this for a bit. Finally,
Way too
it's going
much.
to happen. So, he has my vote? Absolutely. I'd totally vote for
Nice.
this guy. Instantaneously.
Watching Aiden Ross all day or some of right? I mean, if you're sitting and watching Aiden Ross all day or some of these
Might be
Twitch
good enough.
streamers, that's very different than. I'll tell you the truth. I found the audience of young men who follow
Close
and watch
enough.
Nick Fuentes to be actually incredibly informed and insightful and very patriotic young men. I'm gonna be
So, people got really mad about this,
Close
obviously. I wonder why.
completely honest. Now that's very different than the audience watching Fresh and Fit. But I think something has to be said about the young men.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, some of them are based too, okay? Just
Some of
mostly
them are
on the,
based.
on the feminist stuff. But
I love the soundboard when Myron
Right,
hits
right.
No, it's not
Too
a
low.
knock on Myron.
Okay, Alba.
What kind
You
of
bet.
audience, what kind of following do you have? And look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I probably shouldn't say this.
עשיתי כמעט שעה של עבודה על מדע המחשב בקן.
Who know our history which is why.
ואז אני צריך גם שעה וחצי להולוקאסט מחר, לא?
And the sooner we can accept that and stop letting the
נראה לי שכדאי להשקיע
George
בזה.
Soros and
בהולוקאסט
divide us and
אפילו יותר
convince
קשה
us
לך,
that certain
כדאי
people
כן,
we should
כדאי להשקיע
listen
בזה.
to, the sooner we can reject that slanderous lie that Americans need to be
Okay.
disavowed, the sooner we can once again unite under a country that speaks up against the
A
establishment,
bit too
an
low, but
establishment that has
well.
colluded with the left and the right. The country.
See, this is the kind of shit I don't even have to add anything. I don't even need to say anything. I just need to play the video.
Country Club Republicans are no better than the Democrats. We have to have an America First movement.
That's right.
Probably not going to happen
Absolutely.
in its own party, but it would likely happen within the vessel of the Republican Party.
Yeah, I
That's
think
why
so.
I'm running this race for Florida governor, is to actually put forward a Florida First, America First vision that
Mhm.
doesn't apologize for our history, doesn't apologize for who we are.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Fucking
I think
finally.
it's two left,
Fucking
but I don't know if it's
finally.
good.
If this guy wins,
Two
Florida,
left.
I'll run for president after. Well, here's what's important. If this guy wins, then you're going to have 50 more of this guy, or I guess 49 more of this guy,
Good
running for
enough.
governor everywhere else. That's why it's important. It's important so you can show that this is a movement and a message that has a tremendous amount of support. And if you don't support
Nice.
it, if you
Yeah.
are not in favor of it, then you're dead in the water. That's
So
it.
that's also pretty good.
What about DeSantis? I think he's going to run again.
Just wants to actually tackle the real issues that
I think
are
that's good enough.
young and old, black, white,
Surprisingly.
Christian, Muslim, Jew. It doesn't matter. We are in this to fight this and to stand up to a corrupt establishment.
Man. We need the young patriot. This is. I'm so glad that we have less of these.
I don't know, I think that's
fucking
lowest as
geriatric
possible, but I
brain-dead
don't know.
fossils that
Oh,
are
wow.
sitting around trying to micromanage
Definitely too much.
the words we use or the internet whenever they can't use their email. That's it. Florida has term limits for governors. Oh, is that the reason? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I get so.
Maybe it's good enough. I
Is that
don't
the
know.
role of putting yourself first? Absolutely, of course. And I'm really happy to see this. I am
Good enough.
tremendously happy to see this. And I think that, again, more people like this need to come out and run for office. And, you know, us younger guys, right? I mean, politics is generally something that's like all older people. But we can just consolidate around a younger guy and then vote the old retards out of office and then do things our way. And that's all there is to it.
Too high.
So, you know, the old people are dying. We're not. And so, yeah, vote for young guys. Don't put up with this shit.
Well, he never said anything about Israel, so I don't know if he's good or
I'm gonna
bad.
be honest. Like, whenever I see an old person running for office, I generally don't take him seriously. I'm gonna be totally real. I don't want to hear a person that like doesn't.
I mean, I don't like that he said
Nick
Nick Flint his
I don't want to hear
audience.
that.
People
Absolutely
that
not.
watch him are
You
good
get the old retards
people.
that don't know how to navigate.
But, like,
the
I don't
office.
remember what he
Absolutely.
said
Do you
exactly.
think this is another form of propaganda that cannot really be achieved in the real world once if people like this get elected? To being a governor, I mean, Ron DeSantis has done a ton of shit as governor. He did
Yeah.
a ton of shit as governor. What do you mean?
Way too much.
Absolutely, you can make a big change. Why are so many 29-year-old boss girls on TikTok
Ooh,
having public meltdowns? Fellas, they're literally begging for it. It's never been easier in history.
Quick question. Are you fucking kidding me? I am so sick and tired of just
A bit low. Oh,
This is gonna be hard. All right, let's go.
everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this,
Yeah.
stop telling me I'm wrong.
Why don't I have a boyfriend? Oh no! This is
Good.
the equivalent of a guy surrounded by lolly figurines, and there's like a bunch of Taco Bell stains on it.
Close
It's
enough,
like,
but too low.
"Girlfriend, I'm hungry. Who's gonna make me dinner? You're the same thing.
Therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm training wrong. I'm doing relationships
Close
wrong.
enough,
Stop
I
comparing.
think.
It's not even about comparison. Like
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Your friends,
Close
your
enough.
family, and your therapist all say that you're wrong, but the comment section on the internet, they know me. I'm actually right.
genuinely just
Maybe it's
want
close
my
enough.
life so badly.
Don't you get any weird
Close
ideas,
enough.
eh? Baldy's
A
taken.
bit low.
I hate all of you!
It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want. I feel like I have done
Also
so much
good
work
enough.
on myself. I have built a beautiful
it's
life
good enough.
for myself. I'm happy. I'm I'm successful, I'm
Too
independent.
low.
No one cares. Guys don't care. Guys don't date women for their financial success. Now, why is that? It's because
Too low, I think.
of biology.
I take such good care of myself.
I actually,
the only thing I'm
they
missing in my
would.
life is
I know
someone to enjoy
people
it
that
with,
would.
and I'm so
It
sick
depends
of
though, cause
waiting.
like,
when is it going to be my turn?
depends
What
how
more do I have to
financially
do to
successful
fix
they are.
myself before I'm just allowed to be happy, before I'm allowed
'Cause
to
it
meet this
depends. Like,
universe soulmate
if you're
person
like
that
a
God
millionaire
has for
or
me.
billionaire,
wish that I could read this
maybe
Twitter
that's
profile,
actually
because how much do
possible.
you
But
guys
if you
wanna
just
bet that I
make
can
a lot
figure
of
out
money in
exactly
your
why she
job,
hasn't
like,
had a guy? Because this is the thing. Women
that's
are the
not.
gatekeepers
I
of
don't know.
sex.
You have to have a
Men are
high
the
net
gatekeepers of
worth, and like,
marriage. A girl is gonna
usually
get
guys
gaslit because a
won't
bunch of
date
high-status guys
girls
are in her
because they're
DMs
rich.
trying to fuck her, but not a
Unless
single one
they're
of those
really
guys
rich.
wants to have an actual relationship with her. That's the problem.
How much harder do I have to pray and manifest?
I don't know.
I'm
I
telling you
think
the
I
it's.
feel like I'm being
Good.
punished for something I didn't do. I'm just so
Too
tired.
far.
I'm so tired. I don't expect a lot.
That was bad.
I just want love in my life so bad. I want
Too
my
low.
life partner. I just
Life partner? This is just getting worse. You mean husband
am
or
I just
boyfriend?
supposed to be alone? Like, is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like it's just
Close
supposed to be
enough,
alone?
but actually
Nobody ever gave a
too
fuck.
bad.
Nobody cares like,
Weirdly.
what you're building for yourself. No guy cares about that. Doesn't matter.
Like, I know I have my dog and I love him
A
so
dog?
much, but like I need love. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends
Yep.
and their
Oh.
husbands.
Yeah.
They
To be
prioritize,
honest,
like, as far as
I've
I'm
realized
concerned,
it's not that important, and I don't care as
Wow.
much
It's
as I
always
thought
somebody
about
else's
having a
fault.
I
girlfriend.
really just want to find that person that matches my energy
Yeah.
and wants to build a life with me.
Right. Oh, wow.
Is that so hard?
I don't care as
Looking
much
for
about
perfect,
it.
that's the problem. She got 4 potential boyfriends in her DMs right now. Yeah, I mean, she's an attractive girl. I guarantee.
Oh, what? I didn't
there's,
notice
like,
there was
10
two
simps in
people
her life
that wanted me to add them. I'll add D Kings. I know you're probably not in chat, but I'll add you too as well.
full of resentment.
I know
and
I'm probably
they're gonna
adding
resent you
even
for it
a lot
for the rest
of
your
random
life.
bots
If
as
you
well
want a
during this
boyfriend,
process,
Warhammer
but
40K.
whatever,
There's a
I'll do it
local games
anyway.
workshop. You're gonna have a boyfriend probably a week. You might be balding with a ponytail, but you'll have a boyfriend, and
Oh,
he'll take
nice.
good care of you. Women actually should be spawn camping Warhammer 40K like events, and here's the reason why. Every guy that I know that does Warhammer 40K is loaded. Like, these are guys that are making tons of money and also free time too. That's what you need to do. You've got to go to a Warhammer 40K convention, and you're gonna be just fine. Henry Cavill, yes, exactly.
Good morning, folks. As good of a morning as can be on the first day of Hanukkah. We are still reeling from this tragedy that took place yesterday in Bondi Beach, Australia. Nobody has the words yet to really put this into scale, but I think things are going to continue unraveling, and we're gonna get to the bottom of what exactly this all was, why this happened, and where we're going with this. I'm Tal, the Traveling Clat. Let's get right into it. My team has compiled me some more
Damn, that's terrible.
the evidence
Kinda bad,
and
to be honest.
post-shooting clips, so we're going to take a look at some of these. Let's take a look.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Last night I announced that I had determined that it was a terrorist activity and made a declaration as such as 9:36 p.m. As a result of that declaration, we commenced Operation ARCS, ARQUES, which is a joint counter-terrorism operation. That is New South Wales Police working very closely with our Commonwealth partners to ensure that we thoroughly investigate the circumstances of the incident yesterday. We have progressed at pace overnight with that investigation, and as a result of investigations undertaken, I can say that we are not looking for a further offender. We are satisfied that there were 2 offenders involved in yesterday's incident. One is deceased. The second is in critical but stable condition in hospital at the moment. The offenders are a 50-year-old and
I think recognizing Palestine helped this happen.
The 50-year-old is deceased. The 24-year-old.
I think it didn't really matter, but it still helped a bit maybe. The chances went up by like 5% or so.
The 50-year-old male is a licensed firearms holder. He has 6 firearms licensed to him. We are satisfied that we have 6 firearms from the scene yesterday, but also as a result of the search warrant at the Campsie address. Ballistics and forensic investigation will determine this morning that those 6 firearms are the 6 that were licensed to that man, but also that they were used in the offence yesterday at Bondi. We will continue to investigate this matter thoroughly. It's important for the community to have the reassurance that New South Wales Police, working with our Commonwealth partners, will not stop until we understand the reasons behind this senseless incident and take any available action that we need to do. We always work closely with our Commonwealth partners to make sure that we keep the community safe. This is a very difficult time for all law enforcement agencies, and I would really like to call out the work of New South Wales Ambulance last night, and we're joined by the Commissioner Morgan this morning. The ambulance officers were absolutely outstanding in their response.
What? Okay, that isn't my fault for sure.
Tragedy for this state. Our thoughts, prayers and love go out to all of
It is for sure my fault.
We pray that those are injured recover quickly. I have 2 police officers currently in hospital at the moment. Both are in critical but stable condition. And again, the thoughts of the New South Wales Police are with those officers and their families. This morning we commenced Operation Shelter. It is an operation that we have previously run. We have escalated the number of police that are involved. Operation Shelter is designed to provide comfort to the Jewish community. We will make sure that we are
Bro, I hate the Australian government right now.
Known to be frequented by the Jewish community, but very much in those suburbs where there is a large Jewish population.
Okay. That's the same thing.
While the police are willing to say that the threat, quote unquote, is over, for legal reasons, I can't exactly elaborate on what I'm about to say, but I've had many, many Australian fans who are fans of the show, fans of my work, who have chimed in to me. They've reached out to me personally to give me more information and context on what happened yesterday. I have a personal tip, not a Candace Owens personal tip, a legitimate personal tip, and a reason to believe that this threat, not only has it not been quelled, but there is a serious danger to the Australian public, particularly in Sydney, by people related to or
No, I'm doing really bad
to the shooters, and that this threat has not been quelled, not in the slightest. The information that I received, I believe is valid. I mean, I've seen some proof, like visual proof, and I am trying to figure out exactly what I can and can't say and to who. But I have a very strong reason to believe that this is not over, not in the slightest, and we could be looking at a series of, and this is just me theorizing, but a series of attacks. This is President Trump speaks on shooting.
Before we begin, however, I want to just pay my respects to the people. Unfortunately, 2 are no longer with us. Brown University, 9 injured, and 2 are looking down on us right now from heaven. And likewise in Australia, as you know, that was a terrible attack. 11 dead, 29 badly wounded. And that was an
that number, by the way, has risen to 16 dead from the latest numbers.
Anti-Semitic attack, obviously. And I just want to pay my respects to everybody. I must say in Syria also, we had an attack in Syria. And we had 3 great patriots terminated by bad people, and not the Syrian government. It was ISIS. Syrian government fought by our side. The new president fought by our side. But I just want to pay my respects to the families. We also had 3 injured, but 2 of them are already out of the hospital, and 1's going to be okay. But we lost 3, so it was a rough day. But to Australia and the Prime Minister, to everybody that we know so well, we get along with so well, we have a great relationship. That's a terrible situation going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I was playing the worst I could possibly play there.
Great, really one of the greatest.
I don't know how to explain it.
In the world, things can happen. So to the 9 injured, get well fast, and to the families of those 2 that are no longer with us, I pay my deepest regards and respects from the United States of America. Thank you very much. It's a very important thing to say. And we mean it. I can tell you in Syria, there will be a lot of damage done to the people that did it. They got the person, the individual person, but there'll be big damage done. And the other, supposedly, they call him a person of interest, so I'll keep it along those lines so we don't get ourselves in any trouble. But they have a person of interest at Brown. And in Australia, you probably
What am I doing?
it's been a very, very brave person, actually, who went and attacked frontally one of the shooters and saved a lot of lives. So, very brave person who's right now in the hospital, pretty seriously wounded. So, great respect to that man that did that.
A bit low, but I'll allow.
For a different reason, we're here to celebrate Christmas and to celebrate. And I think today we can say loudly, we celebrate Hanukkah, because that was such a horrible attack. That was a purely anti-Semitic attack.
Well, we appreciate President Donald
It's Fedora.
Speaking
Okay.
of,
No, I don't know. I was shopping for something for DoorDash, and then this person just said, "It's for DoorDash." It was fun.
what was down yesterday.
Well, I mean,
struggling, and many of you guys
I
corrected
did
me that
Discord.
what I was looking at was definitely not AI, and it was particularly this clip of this man who stomped.
So I mean,
he's a fucking legend. Stomped on the terrorist. So I was sure that this was AI, but it's real. He is apparently being prosecuted right now. Let me see if I can get the clip, the relevant clip. Apparently he's being prosecuted by authorities.
now I'm at 10 right now.
I have it in my sources.
Close enough.
Okay, it's just I haven't been able to find the source.
Oh damn, that was sad. I almost got it.
Right now that
I even had the hard.
Charged. I will get updates on that the second
got the hard one.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say something that is not 100% confirmed yet. And I'll always try to update you guys on whether the information. By the way, just in regards to in regards to Ahmed Al Ahmed, well, we do have a clip here. Yes, here, the Australian hero.
Awesome.
Put him down, basically took the gun, was pointing the gun at him.
I think it's close.
Because he didn't want to take the law to his own hands. Which I think is the right thing to do, because he can't do that stuff.
Also
Just to shoot because he had to shoot, but in that case, it was the whole humanity judgment. It could have been the opposite. But all I want to say, like, basically, like, the safe recovery for the Egypt. It's a sad day to Australia and a sad day to humanity.
Okay.
It was a heroic, but
so this man Ahmed Al Ahmed, okay, I got a lot of shit yesterday in the comments all over the internet for saying he was a Muslim. Initially, people were theorizing that he was a Lebanese Muslim. Then the story changed that he was a Lebanese Maronite Christian. And the story changed again that he was born a Lebanese Muslim and converted to Christianity. The final sources that I got on this today that were confirmed, again, from very close sources. And if it changes again, I will update you guys. Because I want to try to be as accurate as possible, but especially when there's breaking news. I gave you guys the update. It was hard to get accurate information on everything. The most updated info I got on him was that he is a Syrian Muslim from a town called Idlib. He owns a fruit stand in Sydney. He's well known in the community of Middle Eastern people there. Many people that I spoke to personally know him and or buy fruit from him. So
I like that he's Muslim. That's a good thing.
Of his ethnicity, he is a hero, and we should honor him as such. I said that on yesterday's live stream. I said that in yesterday's short. My stance on that changes in no meaningful way whatsoever. He is a hero, 100%, no ifs, ands, or buts.
And let me say this in English so you can understand what I'm saying.
I have translation.
No, I know you have translation, but I just want to make sure you get it right. There will come a day that we will see far more radical extremists and terrorists coming out of Europe because of lack of decision.
What, didn't all watch this? I think everyone watched this.
Or assuming that they know the Middle East and they know Islam and they know the others far better than we do. And
Good enough, I
I'm
think.
sorry, but that's pure ignorance.
And this clip always resurfaces around events like this. In addition to that, though, we did see this big wave of Emirati. For those of you guys who don't know, Emiratis are citizens of the UAE, but ethnic Emiratis. So these are the Arabs from the Emirates, not Pakistanis or Indians or Filipinos who live in the Emirates, but actual Emirati people, ethnically Emirati people. We saw this big wave of them coming out yesterday to stand in solidarity with the Jewish community of Bondi Beach and Sydney, but also to condemn this terrorist attack. A very refreshing
what?
While
Okay.
I was getting grilled and filleted on my live stream comments for not standing against Islam, which I refuse to do, these brave Emirati people were standing up with the Jewish community, Muslims, mind you, because 99% of Emiratis are Muslim, standing up and saying that they stand against this.
Bottom
and
16.
I appreciate them very, very much for doing that. That's an incredible thing.
In Sydney's west, where at least
Wait,
3
what?
residents have been drawn out of a home at gunpoint by police with their hands up. Now, the home is the address of one of the suspected Bondi Beach terrorists, Naveed Akram. In Sydney.
So I've also seen that Naveed's mother
Wow, that
has
was cool.
come out to say, or not to excuse, but to openly talk about how he was a good young man that didn't hurt anybody, didn't drink alcohol, didn't smoke. No, just dabbled in jihad.
I need to be good
Other
this
than
time.
that, he's a very, very sweet young man. That's what his mother had to say. I also had sources, and I don't want to say which communities, but many ethnic minorities from the Middle East. I spoke about this briefly. If you guys don't know the makeup of sort of the
That was my
Middle
fault.
Eastern
Sorry.
communities in Australia, specifically in Sydney, there are many groups of ethnic minorities, and I don't want to name names because I don't want to put them in danger in case somebody watching this video wants to put them in danger. There are many ethnic minorities from around the Middle East who have escaped Islamic persecution and Arab persecution and have come and set up communities in Sydney. And those same Muslims who persecuted them in those countries immigrate, move near them, okay, and then start oppressing them in Sydney. And that is going on right now. And so last night, apparently, till 3 or 4 in the morning, these minorities from Arab countries were surrounding the house of Naveed Akram, trying to figure out what they were going to do. Now, it was a mix. It wasn't just one ethnic minority. It was a bunch of ethnic minorities who, in solidarity with the Jewish community of Australia, because those of you guys who don't know, a lot of these ethnic minorities have much, much respect for Jewish communities, have much respect for Israel, have much respect for Jews. They stood outside of the home and were sort of, they're planning to do something or were trying to take action as a community. A lot of times these communities know each other and know each other well. So this is something. Here's Trey Yingst from Fox News. Let's see what
We're
he has
getting
to
new
say.
details.
That was a
of the
crazy
terrorist
path.
attack that took place in Sydney, Australia, along Bondi Beach at a Hanukkah celebration.
Very good.
Israel's National Security Council
Right.
has issued new warnings to Jews and Israelis around the world, urging them to remain vigilant in public and also avoid unsecured public gatherings. This warning comes as Australian authorities again updated the death toll to 16 people, with 40 hospitalized. And they also say that the attackers were a father and son. One man 50 years old.
I
the
thought
other
I
54
could
years
get that.
old. The younger man is
I'm not gonna say sorry for that. That was something I was calculating. It didn't work.
alongside his son was killed on the scene. As we continue to follow developments about this story, we do anticipate
I got it.
that
I
Australian
got it.
authorities will continue to update with their investigation. There were images that circulated in Australian media showing first responders and police officers arriving at the house of these individuals to try and determine if there were other weapons or firearms around. Authorities say that 6 firearms were registered to the older individual and that they recovered 6 firearms from the scene. They are trying to determine if the ID numbers for these firearms match. We'll continue to keep you posted as this story develops.
So there's an update from Trey Yingst on Fox News, some stuff that we already knew. Here's another eyewitness testimony from the event.
I just heard what sounded like fireworks going off, and it was multiple going off. sort of opened the blind to see what was going on, and I just saw an older lady get shot. She was on the floor. Saw an older guy get shot, very badly injured on the left-hand side, and I just saw a bunch of people screaming, run towards me. I didn't know what was going on. At the time, I said I was on FaceTime to them, so they were just shouting and screaming, saying, "Get cover, get cover." So I ran to my front door, put the lock on, and then ran to my bedroom, put the blinds down, and just took cover in my wardrobe a little bit because my window was open, so I was trying to hear the tunnel, people saying different stuff. So I was just trying to get as much information as possible. But just crazy situation. Kids getting killed. And I just heard what's happening.
I don't know. He didn't need a kick it, but the thing is, I should have waited. He was still with the bomb.
Like a brain, you take a brain, you put it on the ground. It was like that, and it was like a grandma. She was bleeding a lot, and then like a lot of people, they've been crying. Some people they became white as well, and yeah, I feel very sad for the Jewish community because it was like a party for them, like Hanukkah or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. I feel very sad for them after what happened in the 7th of October.
Very fast.
As a Muslim,
I don't know how he scored that fast.
Because some people they're gonna think that Muslims are like that Muslim people.
Very crazy shot. Damn, a lot of chatters. I can't believe this. 5 chatters.
Confusing, even though Australia is supposed to be a safe country, Bondi is a famous place as well. And like to do that in Bondi is kind of hard. And I feel also sad for the people, for the Jewish community, for Australian as well. Yeah.
Were any of the children injured that you saw?
Yeah, I seen like a kid, like she was like maybe 8 years old. She got injured in the leg, and she was crying, and she was on the ground. So she was behind her mom. Her mom was on the ground as well. So her mom, she was holding her kid. She was 8 years old, and the other kid, she was like maybe 2, 3.
It seems like I did something wrong. What, I have like an open goal to myself? Am I scoring on myself? I don't know, it doesn't seem like... I don't know, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't appreciate, I appreciate his compassion for the Jewish community, especially as a North African Muslim from France. We reacted to his clip yesterday. What I don't appreciate is him saying that this is not something they do in Islam. This is not something Muslims do. Habibi, it is something that Muslims do all over the world. It's something you guys continue to do all the time. You guys keep doing this to us, the Jewish people. You did it to us on October 7th. You've done it to us all over the world since October 7th, non-stop, pretty much without fail. You do it in New York City, you do it in Australia, you do it in the UK. And it's always you. It's always the Muslims. It's always Muslims doing this. So I would appreciate if you took some ownership and said, we know, we Muslims have a problem, okay, instead of saying that Muslims don't do this. We Muslims have a problem. We need to fix that problem so we can have solidarity with the Jewish community. Not say that we Muslims don't do this, because unfortunately, brother, you do this quite often to us. And I would have liked some clarity like we saw from the Emirati community who says, this is a problem with jihadism, with the Muslim Brotherhood, and we don't believe in it, but we have a problem with Islam, with the Muslims.
So we're going to listen in to the very latest from Sky News in Australia right now.
This man sneaks up on one of the gunmen and wrestles the firearm away.
It's the most on our way of life.
ASIO have confirmed one of the shooters
Okay.
was known to
That's what I thought will happen.
What's known to us,
Honestly.
not in an immediate threat perspective, so obviously we need to look into what happened here.
As part of the investigation and shortly after the shooting occurred, police located a vehicle in Campbell Parade at Bondi, which we believe has several improvised explosive devices. We have our rescue bomb disposal unit there at the moment working on that.
These communities should not live in this terror. And tonight I was at an event where I was saying to members of the Jewish community...
Nice. You bitch. That's what he... No, I don't know.
Isn't it great that we are ending the year on a high after such a devastating start to the year?
Nice.
And here we are.
An attack on Jewish Australians is an attack on every Australian. And every Australian tonight will be like devastated on our way of life.
For now, Australia's terror threat level remains unchanged at probable.
I don't see that changing at this stage. Probable means there is a 50% chance of an act of terror, and unfortunately we've seen that horrific act occur.
I'm really happy I have only 3 minutes and 20 seconds of fame. That's very good for me.
Let me be clear. We will eradicate it.
Oh, that was good.
Once this vile act of violence and hate will emerge a moment of national unity, where Australians across the board will embrace their fellow Australians of Jewish faith.
Yeah, a whole bunch of nothing words.
An enormous police and ambulance response, so rarely seen at this scale in Australia, continues into the night. Cameron Redden's Sky News.
Thing is, that's too right, but that was good.
Individual clips.
Not good enough, though.
At 24. ISIS flag was found in the car of Islamic terrorists Naveed and Sajid Akram. Australia's
it might be good enough.
Bondi gunman Naveed
Oh,
Akram
wow.
6 years ago over his ties to a Sydney-based Islamic State cell. ABC Australia reports Naveed and his father killed at least 15 people. So they knew that, and this is the problem, is like this DEI bullshit, this fear of offending has gotten many people killed. It put the Jewish community at threat. We've known it was going to put the Jewish community at threat. If you ask the average Australian, many people were saying they saw this coming. This isn't surprising to many people. They saw this coming. They saw that this was on the way.
Right.
We have the idiot himself, the ape, Sneeko, saying you're going to have to try harder than that, IDF. You know, the convert to Islam, who's definitely the most devout Muslim. Netanyahu is seething no matter how much money he spent to paint Muslims as terrorists. The world will never go back to a post-9/11 hysteria. You can pay shill $7K. You can hire Jeffrey Epstein.
Maybe it's good enough.
You can stage false flag attacks, so we know who the real terrorists are. Fantastic. It's the Jews who are the real terrorists, Nico. Why don't you just fucking say it? Why be a little bitch about it? Just say how you feel. I never understand people like this. Why don't you just come out and say it how it is? It's the Jews. It's the Jews who shot themselves yesterday. But you guys have been saying this. You said this about October 7th. You say this about 9/11. It's not new. So we only do false flag attacks, and Muslims are incapable of killing each other. There's a reason why Muslims have such a peaceful life in Sudan and in Somalia, and why Muslims have such peaceful lives in Syria and in Lebanon. It's because there's tons of thousands of Jews.
I'll say that might be
It's
good
just the
enough.
Jews are running wild in all those countries where they were all kicked out of. Bucky Carlson is now insinuating that the Bondi Beach massacre is a false flag hoax and is mocking a man who narrowly survived
Maybe
an
it's
Islamist terror
good.
attack just a few hours earlier. Pretty facial
Good
for a
enough.
headshot victim. Ambulance didn't take your phone before they did the intracranial surgery. Was that at 3:06 round? Yeah, we're not, are we surprised that this? We knew immediately that the first thing that they were going to do was blame the Jews for an attack on Jews. They've been consistent with this. Nobody is surprised. But this is the autism that comes from the Arabized Islamosphere that just doesn't allow you to think.
Arabized
Islamosphere.
Islamosphere. That's so funny.
Islamic terrorist Naveed Akram was closely connected to Isaac El-Matari, who is serving a 7-year prison sentence for planning an ISIS insurgency at the self-declared Australian commander of the terrorist group. Matari was part of an ISIS cell with several other Sydney men who have
Oh, it is
been convicted of terrorist
85, and
offenses
it is
and were
still
closely
bottom
linked to Naveed Akram.
16%.
An official said Australia's intelligence agency.
What's my tournament
took
matches
Naveed
is
Akram 6 years
46.
ago after
Okay.
police foiled plans for an ISIS terrorist attack. Australian police also believe that Akram had pledged allegiance to ISIS. An ISIS flag was found in the man's car at Bondi Beach where the attack took place. 2 Islamic terrorists, Naveed Akram and his father Sajid, opened fire at a Hanukkah event near Bondi Beach in Sydney. At least 15 people were killed, including a 10-year-old girl, 42
The
people
thing
were
is,
in the
I'm
hospital.
spawning
Three
in
police
very
officers
quickly.
made
It's
critical
easier in reality.
surprised at any of this. We are not. Allow more Pakistani Muslims into your country and see the beauty that will happen. Are more things like this being planned in Australia? Absolutely. Are things like this being planned in the UK? Absolutely. This is a constant
Damn, that's great.
stream of brain rot, degeneracy.
That wasn't even the good way to
that are
do
now
it
in your
here.
territories, in your schools,
Yeah,
in your countries, in your cultures.
if I
You have to decide what are you going to do.
put that on
I'll
top
see
of
you guys
my
on the
car,
next
that
one.
would have
Love you very much.
worked even better.
For a while, I thought it was just me. I thought I was just getting older and becoming one of those people who thinks that everything was better before and the world is getting worse and worse. But then I
The thing is,
a word for what I
this might be true, but ever since the internet was becoming mainstream, I think that's the best part. Maybe now it's degrading a bit, but like the thing is, it's not that bad.
Designed for the short term,
There's still an internet. Before the internet, it was definitely worse than this.
Later, the food that's technically fine but tastes like nothing. Just a bowl of grub during your lunch break. The slow degradation of all the products and services you used to love. Everything has been optimized for profit and convenience, and yet it just has no soul, beauty, or substance. It makes the entire world around you feel meaningless because we're living in a world of slop, and nobody really wants this. In fact, we all hate it, but what we don't realize is that we're actually helping.
I didn't think that was going in, so I just didn't do anything. That's annoying.
We all play into a part of the slopification of
I could have
saved
that.
Day, this process is getting exponentially worse. So where is this actually going to take us in the future? Because it's pretty clear if you look over the whole year of 2025, slop has become one of the defining words of this era. When most people hear it, they just think of one thing. All the AI-generated garbage of people like Charlie Kirk or a baby laughing flooding the internet, or even just the basic, boring videos with generic writing, fake images and videos, spam churned out by bots. But slop is actually way more pervasive than that. It's not just AI content, it's absolutely everywhere. And we're becoming so desensitized to this already that we're not even noticing this anymore, as we've become conditioned to just accept everything around us turning to slop. And once you start seeing this, you won't be able to stop in your own life. Just take a mundane feature of everyday life
really?
that you might not expect to have been sloppy.
That's crazy, I could have scored that maybe. I don't think I would have scored it, to be honest, but I could have done better than what he did.
To be beautiful, ornate and detailed. They didn't have to be, but people valued quality and beauty as well as function, so they were. Now look at modern street furniture, all mass-produced, identical, purely functional slop. This is a microcosm of the slopification of our lives.
Really?
Or look at what we're eating. Huel, meal replacement,
That's really annoying.
protein bowls designed to just be consumed as quickly as humanly possible.
I was gonna easily score that, but he just stole it. Or maybe no, it was his ball, but like, he should score that probably.
Calories and nutrients you extract. Never the actual experience of eating itself.
That was nice.
What that even means. It's convenience above everything. And then there's cultural slop, endless sequels and remakes, music.
Whoa, that was crazy, that one.
TikTok videos designed solely to keep you watching. Or it would just be another Marvel movie. Classic slop. It's never groundbreaking, and it's
The
just.
thing is, I feel like this is better than Diamond one I was in
Accelerating this process
before this.
Here and in 1,000 other places, we see the same pattern. Convenient, palatable, adequate, but soulless and superficial. This is the world of slop. Now, I don't want to sound overly judgmental. In a way, slop is a symptom of all the progress we've made. It's the natural endpoint of the consumer capitalist system we've built that's become incredibly good at giving us exactly what we want. But that mixed with the internet takes the production of slop to the next level, giving slop a whole new meaning. In the early days, the internet felt different. There were no gatekeepers, no corporations controlling what you saw. It was, as hard as this might be to believe, just people connecting and sharing with one another. I remember it. It was homemade videos, obscure forum posts, cat videos, and Charlie bit my finger. Most of it was poor quality, but it wasn't slop. It wasn't bot farms just trying to make money. It was seemingly people just sharing what mattered to them. But the logic of optimization took over fast. Platforms needed to make money, and because we got used to everything
Nice.
being free,
I didn't realize, I just dribbled all the way in, I didn't realize that I can just do that.
and that's not to mention all the soft
That's cool.
advertisements secretly being peddled by influencers, always with some ulterior motive or sometimes just straight up in your face. Like when Netflix, a paid streaming service, introduced them after promising they never would. I mean, I was literally at the dentist yesterday and even the screen showing landscapes while your teeth are being worked on now has ad breaks. When you walk around places like Florida and you want to look at the beautiful sea, you'll see ads on boats. Yes, literally trying to look out to nature and you'll see more ads. There is quite literally no escape. And that's not to say advertising is bad, but it's the way in which anything and everything in life has been monetized. Platforms don't care if content is creative or meaningful. They just want it engaging enough to always keep you watching. Whether it's the next Charlie Kirk meme or just an AI perfect 10 out of 10. And it's the
Now, I can't believe the game just stopped at like the worst moment.
Capacity for anything complex.
I probably could have even scored it.
Then the slop we watch makes us into people who can only make slop, and the cycle continues exponentially speeding up. But there's something else that makes digital content not just low quality, but uniform. Creators now have perfect knowledge of what works. Think about it, 30 years ago if you made a film you got vague feedback, ticket sales, reviews. You didn't always know which scenes worked. When the VHS came out you knew how many people bought it, but not if they watched it. It was the same with music, artists didn't know which songs people skipped. Today we know everything, and that's great on the surface. You watching this right now, I'll know exactly how long you've been watching for. We'll know which thumbnails get clicks, where listeners skip. Creators can see
Was that going in anyway? I hope it was.
They all started making the exact same thing.
No, it
Mr.
wasn't.
Beast is a
Shit.
perfect example of this.
That was
As
so
he's a business
annoying.
genius, he wanted to
I actually really hate that, and I know someone that did
video
it
is identical. It's
on
the
my
same
team.
insane rapid pacing, the same insane thumbnails, rapid cuts every 3 seconds, and it works terrifically. So everyone copies it. All the top YouTubers are trying to mimic him. Platforms reward songs that hook instantly, so artists make simple hookable music. Where you don't even have to say real words, the beat just has to happen in the exact way that triggers a primal mechanism in your brain. One study found pitch and rhythm complexity in pop songs has decreased by 30%, as they continue to dumb it down to hypnotize you more and more. The machine is functioning perfectly. We're getting exactly what we engage with, so why does it feel like homogeneous slop? Because we don't really want it. Human beings have conflicting desires. Just because a platform hijacked my nervous system doesn't mean I actually wanted to watch that content. I mean, does anyone want to spend all day consciously on formulaic videos? Probably not, but it felt comfortable in the moment. So what's going on here? Why does optimization produce the opposite of what we want? This
Wow,
is
that's crazy.
becomes a target and stops being
That's
a good measure.
crazy.
Engagement metrics were meant to show what's popular, but high engagement doesn't mean content is good.
What do you mean? That last shot? I mean, maybe, but that last shot was definitely not luck. You can't say that last shot is luck. That's just crazy.
And this pattern, optimizing for the wrong thing, goes back further than you might think. Mass production did the same thing centuries
Oh my
ago.
gosh.
Henry Ford's
I'm so happy for winning that one for some reason.
The focus shifted from craft to volume.
This is like a 40-minute one, which I only had once.
Hand-carved
40
Victorian
minutes.
furniture became flat-packed IKEA. Intricate watches became stamped products, all identical. Goods became disposable, just good enough to work but not last, always with planned obsolescence in mind. Sometimes this was deliberate. The light bulb industry formed a cartel to limit bulb lifespan. The same thing with the iPhones today. But mostly it's just the logic of mass production. Cheaper materials, faster assembly, nothing lasting. And here's where the cycle begins. Cheap
Oh yeah,
disposable goods
I
trained
guess
us
my
to
phone
expect
now it
less.
needs to
We stopped
charge.
valuing craftsmanship. The more slop we consumed, the more our standards degraded. Slop in, slop out. And so by the 70s and 80s, the machine learned it didn't need
Oh,
better
that's
products,
not
it needed
good.
better marketing. Nike now just wasn't
I
selling
was
trainers.
looking at it, I was like, oh my gosh, is this an edge to middle? But no, it was almost
Quality
that.
became secondary as long as it made you
It was
feel
like a
okay. But we're
edge
not done
to
yet. Everything we've built, the efficiency, the optimization, the
middle of the left or something. Or middle of the
accelerated
left.
massively, compounding, and now it's reached its logical conclusion. And we see this in 2025 marking a new AI era.
Of course
Up
it
until
is
now, I guess humans were
sad.
still in the loop. Someone somewhere
Of
had to sit
course
down and
it
create
is
something,
sad.
even if it
Way
was just
too loud.
following a formula. But AI removes even that. So now the machine produces the slop itself. Generative AI can pump out articles, images, videos, and music faster than anyone could ever consume it. Before we were drowning in slop, now the world is just flooded by it on a daily basis, and it's only getting more and more crazy each day. We live in this absurd world where it's algorithms all the way down to the bottom. AI algorithms produce content designed to be as engaging as possible so that other algorithms will pick it up and show it to all of us. There's literally no human in the loop anymore. We can think of this as the perfection of the slot machine. And all this slop sounds like a meme, something annoying but ultimately harmless, but that's actually wrong. A world of slop isn't just ugly or low quality, Over time, this will change the trajectory of our literal civilization. They say you are what you eat, and the more slop we consume, the more we're becoming slop ourselves.
I don't believe
In a
this.
reverse situation to what we saw in the Renaissance, where ordained art and
I mean,
culture
I guess there's gonna be a lot of dumb people in the future because of this.
for us, it's actually the
But the
opposite.
thing is,
And we can see this by what it's doing to our
there's
brains, our
always
culture,
gonna
our
be
past
smart
media,
people.
the effects
And
of
the
the
dumb people,
Renaissance
it's
are
just
so
natural
visible
selection will even
truly
happen
disturbing.
more than
One of the most striking
it
findings from
happened
anthropology in the last century is that humans today have
last
much sharper jaws
generation,
and more
basically.
crooked teeth than our ancient
Which is weird, it's supposed
This
to
is
do the
because our
opposite.
body diets are much softer than the diets humans
As
eat.
we're advancing, I think we're supposed to be more and more inclusive of everyone, but no, natural selection with gambling and all of this is getting worse, actually. And it's gonna be a smaller a higher percentage of people that are gonna not be not gonna duplicate and also that are gonna die soon. But still,
functionally illiterate. Reading used to be one of our
it's
most
not that
pastimes. Now it's
simple
extremely
either.
rare. In the US, reading
I mean, it's bottom 16, but I know it's not, but whatever. Actually, it might be, but the thing is, I know bottom 17 also means I should train. I mean, also means I should be in
The average
diamond
American
as
adult now
well.
reads at the level of a 7th
I
or
mean,
8th
yeah,
grader.
as
We've mentioned similar things
also
for
means I
so
should
many
be
times
in
about how America's become a
2
bureaucracy.
weeks
It's
still.
not just America, it's every
Oh my gosh, I'm
There's no way
almost
people
back
aren't
at
tuned into
900.
how
I hope it
People
doesn't
are
happen
obviously
to
reading
me.
all the time. Social media posts, photo captions, TikTok subtitles, text messages. But it's always scattered and insubstantial. It's just slop. And it's nothing like reading a book. Proper reading engages our brains in ways other content doesn't. It boosts memory, attention, focus, reasoning, and depth. One study found that students who read more actually had physically larger brains in areas connected to learning and abstract thinking. Back in 2008, a prescient article in The Atlantic predicted exactly this decline. It argued, we are not only what we read, we are how we read. When we read online, we become mere decoders of information. Our ability to interpret text, to make the rich mental connections that form when we read deeply, that remains largely disengaged. Reading and writing are the foundation of civilization, and we're losing it. This is the first time in human history this has happened. Because how are you supposed to read when slop destroys your attention span? It's just the new normal now that TikTok and Reels have conditioned us to consume content in 60-second chunks. For almost everyone, this is just how we consume media and news at this point. It's why we literally can't watch a full film without checking our phones every 2 minutes, or needing crazy CGI to constantly engage us with colorful effects. There's no chance of even sitting through a lecture.
That was my fault.
And there's no way that anyone's going to do their homework without ChatGPT at this point. Which is why there's evidence that our
Definitely my
education
fault.
is dropping with this.
It's not always my fault if I'm the closest to it. I should remember
In the
that.
last couple of decades, this has reversed. For the first time, people in developed countries are scoring worse than their parents. And it isn't just consuming slop that's killing our brains, producing it is too. Throughout history, technology has always replaced certain skills. GPS means nobody can read maps anymore. Calculators mean we never even add up numbers in our own heads. Even writing, thousands of years ago, destroyed our memory in a way, as we didn't have to remember as much information. But AI has just put the accelerator on with this. As GPS and calculators are narrow tools, AI is general. Writing, analysis, creativity, problem solving, it covers all
Damn, I should have scored
AI
that.
isn't
Should
replacing
have
a skill,
aimed
it's
for a goal.
replacing thinking itself. As well as being a useful skill, writing is also arguably one of the best ways to train your mind. Many of history's most influential writers said some version of, I don't write to communicate what I think, I write to work out what I think in the first place. When we use ChatGPT or whatever it is to produce AI slop, we don't get the cognitive benefits that come from actually writing. We don't even remember what we've written. It's why students who use AI to write essays barely remember any of the material. It's why 2025 seems to be the first year our brains just are left idling, slowly decaying. Even if our output is technically better, you just don't really learn anything that sticks. You don't achieve as much, you don't have a sense of accomplishment, and we're already seeing the cost after just a year. In the UK, 1 in 5
Yeah, that was a close one.
8 to
That's
25
crazy.
has a probable mental health disorder. and about a third of young people aged 17 to 24 have self-harmed or attempted self-harm. For so long, happiness was described as U-shaped over a lifetime. Happy as a young person, tough in middle age, comfortable in retirement. But now in Western society, this is just completely inverted. Because as a society, we are teetering on the edge of a doom spiral, where every single thing in our life takes us away from base reality and serves us slop. Slop in, slop out. We consume it, we become it, we produce it, the cycle accelerates. And
the thing is, I would have scored probably anyway.
Music or just some dumb YouTube video. Culture is how we make sense of the world. How we process what it means.
Oh, actually, yeah, yeah.
Degrades, we lose
I think either I would have scored if he didn't hit it, or he would have helped me score like that, or
it's why millions and millions of people every
or probably just
in Greece trying to see the remains of a forgotten great civilization, whether it be the Greeks, the Renaissance period, so that we can feel some sense of connectedness. To replace our culture that has just gone downhill since. As nothing feels new anymore, we've seen it all before. We're just going round in circles, trying to experience the past. I mean, honestly, just stop for a moment and think about the last time you experienced something genuinely new. A story that actually surprised you, an idea that challenged you, art that made you see the world differently. For most people, it's genuinely been years, and you probably can't even remember it. I mean, it's almost a cliche now to point out Hollywood's addiction to sequels and remakes. We've done it plenty of times, but the scale is staggering. I mean, in just 2024, all 10 of the top grossing films worldwide were franchise entries. Not a single original film in the top 10. Until 2000, it was about 25%. Since 2010, it's been around 50%. In recent years, basically 100%. Even supposedly new things rely on nostalgia. Stranger Things, mining the 80s, endless reboots and revivals. I like to think of remakes and sequels like photocopies. With each new copy, the quality degrades. You get further from the original. Quality can only decline. It's like we can't think of any new ideas anymore. Like there's some invisible barrier that's just stopping us from this. And sure, most of these films were fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with a sequel. But they're just slop. Just good enough to get made and make money, but nothing more. Fashion trends cycle faster than ever, but they're always revivals. 2000s, 90s, 80s. Architecture, the same Bauhaus copy and paste apartment blocks in every city.
That was a really good shot.
Almost every city just looks identical. Endless strip malls with Chipotle, Starbucks, and McDonald's. Video games, endless.
Very good shot.
Remasters. Maybe you just put on a show that you've already seen because choosing something new just feels like too much work at this point. I mean, I feel this myself. My brain is.
Apparently, I did better than him even. I would say he's more skilled, but somehow I pulled off more
Distracted,
things.
fragmented minds can't produce anything genuinely novel. There's no deep culture without deep thinking. And the terrifying part is that we might lose the ability to even recognize quality when we see it. If something brilliant and original came along, we wouldn't know what to do with it. We'd be stuck forever in a world of slop, unable to escape even if we wanted to.
I don't know
The worst
what
part
he's
isn't what
talking
slop
about.
does to our brains or our culture.
He
It's what it
lost
does
me
to our
there.
souls collectively. We're like consuming slop because it's easy. We're like producing because it's easy. But here's the
Close
thing,
enough.
ease isn't the same as good. People don't find meaning and comfort. They find it in challenge and struggle. You don't get a
Right.
degree just to have a piece of paper. You do it to become someone who knows something.
Nice.
You don't build something for the end
Middle.
product alone. You do it for the satisfaction, the growth, the proof that you can. Slop strips that all away. Relationships are meaningful because they're difficult.
it's
They require
close enough.
effort, compromise, vulnerability. But I'm starting to genuinely believe that virtual boyfriends and girlfriends will actually become ubiquitous in the coming years. And there we'll see the slopification of relationships away from dating platforms into literal AI bots. A simulated partner with all the friction removed.
close
It'll
enough.
feel good momentarily, maybe briefly scratch the itch of loneliness to connect with someone, but ultimately it will just hollow you out. You'll always feel like something true is missing. We need friction to grow. I'm sure you've experienced this. I definitely have. Using AI to get work done, being productive, but feeling completely empty.
I don't know,
out of
to
it,
be
like
honest.
you haven't
Might
really
be
achieved
close
anything,
enough.
or spending hours scrolling TikTok, feeling fine in the moment,
Too
but
left.
completely hollow afterwards. Slop is like a drug. It makes the mundane bearable for
Close
a brief moment. It makes an otherwise boring life just feel interesting. but it does nothing for you long term. It just keeps you numb, looking
Listen.
for more. Engineered to keep you stimulated and engaged, but never actually
It's so,
satisfied.
like, imagine going up to a girl in a bar, like the person that makes your drinks, and then you're like, oh, can I get a virgin pina colada? Bro, what?
Scrolling through TikTok at
I don't
2
know,
a.m.,
I feel like I wouldn't want to say that. That's a very embarrassing situation.
refreshing feeds compulsively, even though you know nothing new has happened.
Very embarrassing. Why is it called the, like, when it doesn't have alcohol, why is it called a virgin alcohol?
Doesn't stop the cycle.
I know it
This
doesn't,
because
just
we're
super
so
weird.
exhausted. We're exhausted because we've been
Yeah, it's
overstimulated
crazy
for
how
years
fast
and
that
it's
timer
only
is.
getting worse. And what terrifies
The
me
thing
that
is,
we're
this
raising
is
an entire
parallel
generation
to,
in this
like,
environment. Kids who've never known anything else. And for future generations, for the rest of humanity, this will just be base reality. This is just how
the thing is, this is parallel.
their brains will be shaped by slop from the moment they can hold a
Mm.
tablet. So what's gonna happen when a whole generation grows up mentally malnourished? When defocused patients
Oh yeah, it might be. The thing is, now I don't think it's bottom. I still think it's
necessary anymore. We're literally running an experiment in human development, and we have no idea what the outcome will be here. The machine will keep on perfecting itself, everything around you will become more and more basic, and there's horrifyingly no way out, as you slowly watch your entire life become slop itself.
Okay. Oh, I think it's tied. If we theoretically, like, the rating is basically tied. We might be better by a bit, I think, but that's it. Whoa, that was crazy. That was a very good hit. I don't know what. I honestly don't know what happened there. I think it might have been my fault as well. But I know it's his fault for sure. Seriously? That's so annoying. I can't tell how much annoying that is. So annoying. Okay, let me get. Oh, he got it. That's better, actually. I would say. That's fine. Okay. Oh shit. Not really that good. I don't know what my teammate is doing. That was my fault completely. Not completely, like, see this? His fault as well, but like, mostly my fault. I was just following him around the map for like half of that. So, you know what? I deserve to lose this one. And then I don't know about the next ones though. I think this is a high rating. I will say that. I don't know how that, well, I don't know how that worked. I pushed him into it. I would have scored either way, but crazy. What? Okay, that happened somehow. I don't know. I should have went for it, but the thing is, I think he should have went for it first of all. And then I think I should have went for it because he didn't go for it. Let's see, 3 divided by 2. Yeah, that's actually enough to force it. That was almost in. I get a full 10 minutes. Which makes sense. I mean, this is a pretty high level. I expected to lose. The thing is, I hope I won't lose so much in a row, because I don't think I'm worthy of it. I think I'm too good for that. But we'll see. Oh, that's good enough. Nice. That's good enough. Nice. Two top left. Two top right. Too low. It ain't no civil war. That's good enough. Nice. Jojo Shama. Still too low. That's too high. Down. Too high. Oh yeah, just to realize there's no video anymore. Wow, all of that is done already. That's crazy. Didn't realize. Oh, this is 43 and down. Good enough. And this one, the 26.2 probably isn't good enough to watch. If these are the other picks, it's probably not a good idea to watch that.
Institutional quality bond funds.
I would say the iOS 26.2 videos matter less to the other.
Score every KPH from 1 to 200 before the other. The winner takes home $10,000. The loser.
I think it was. I needed to restart anyway. Close enough. Good enough. A bit too high. Too low. Too low.
Wes and I have done a lot of challenges this year. We did the very first
Yeah.
KPH series. Unfortunately, he won. Then we did a second KPH series. I won. Now it's time for the grand finale. And we have 200 KPHs to score. I've never hit a 200 KPH shot before, but I'm here to learn. I'm gonna try my very hardest.
I've never hit a pinch over 185. That's my fastest pinch ever. We're gonna need to do a lot of improving. One thing I do know is Musty is not gonna be able to hit a pinch 180 and higher. This is where I prove to everyone, once and for all, I'm the better Rocket League player. I'm the better pincher. This rivalry is getting put to bed.
The KPH Master
Maybe it's close to
brought
that.
you here to settle the scores. Every day, you will have
A bit too left, I'll allow
as
it.
many goals as possible. No mutators.
Close enough. A bit right.
No rules will be broken without my permission.
It looks like we only have 1 hour.
Nice.
To get as many
A bit
KPHs
high.
as possible.
No mutators, no mirror bot. Musty and I have never done a challenge at this high
Cool.
KPH. Not only that, it sounds like we're not gonna have any help. This is actually insane. This might take
Oh
forever.
damn.
Really a true test.
This is like SSL training. If we're going for middle and using only the crossbar. And like having to use the
Oh
crossbar.
my gosh. This is crazy. I think my strat is to just keep scoring as many goals as possible. 90 KPH. Okay. So we'll go for something a little faster this time.
Too low.
Oh. Arguably not faster. Let's see. What repeat on the first one? Okay, 95. We're good.
Okay. I have to hit as many KPHs as I can.
Right.
First KPH, 66. I don't really know what my strategy is going to be. I probably should have thought of one, but the good news is on the first day, this should be pretty easy. 70.
Let's try to get one in the 100s.
Too low.
Meant to do that, guys. Yeah. I meant to do that.
Too low.
93. Okay, we're
A
getting
drop like that and then going high is super unlikely. I'm almost 100% sure that one was too low.
Yeah, that's good speed there. That's good speed. 34, good. I think I'm going to start going for some pinches at some point. That should be in the 70s. I'm going to guess 71. 75, nice, we'll take that.
It seems Musty and West have high hopes for this challenge. But what they don't know is this challenge is not always going to be this simple. They need to remember that I'm in charge.
Ideally, I just don't want to have any repeats today, and I think I'll knock out maybe close to 100, because we have an hour. Okay, 72. Should be much lower. I think it's like a 34, maybe. 41. Should be around 100 or something. Let's see. The first day we're gonna knock out
A bit too high.
There's 95. And yeah, I don't know how long this will take us, but I've scored 6 goals so far. Hit a 29 kph in my slowest one yet. And yeah, right now there's only a few of the kph's
Right.
crossed off.
A bit too
This
low.
whole series, the whole thing will be crossed out in green.
Right.
90.
The thing that's really weird about this, I cannot hear Musty. I don't know how he's doing. I don't know if I'm gonna know how he's doing ever. I got 89 here, but this makes it even more intense. I don't know how fast he's going. I also just realized I got 89 and 90, so I've already almost got a repeat. Let's go for a fast one. I know I said I'm just gonna keep going for shots as fast as I can, but...
A bit. Yeah, it's too high.
No! The first miss! Well, since I'm already taking some time, let's knock a slow one out. I don't really have a strategy yet, but that's okay. It's day one. I feel like this could be a long series, especially the fact that we have to go all the way up to 200. So
I'm confused, like, will they show everything?
we're not even 5 minutes in, so we're doing great. Are you kidding? What? That was a two. Oh, that was a 200
it might
kph
be
pinch,
close.
guys. I literally would have just got the 200. Are you kidding? Okay. I think
Bro,
it's 50s or
it's
60s.
very crazy that you think it's gonna be exactly 200. It would be even crazier if it's above 200, to be honest.
We'll be fine with that as long as it's not in the 90s. I already got a repeat. Are you kidding? How am I have 200 kphs to hit and I get a repeat? What is my problem?
It's only been 5 minutes so far, but as they continue, they will truly realize how challenging it is.
144. Okay. There we go. I bet Musty has not hit faster than 144 yet. Even if he's
I think
going
it's
for
close
pitches.
enough.
Knowing Musty, it's going to take him
Too low and too right, but still
That's right.
close
Hey,
enough.
I'm already talking trash.
That's close enough.
He's not quite the pincher that this West guy is.
Right.
108. That was pretty trash, though.
Let me go ahead and maybe like start going for some fast ones, because you guys know it. The fast ones are the hardest ones to get. I guarantee you on the final day of the challenge, it's going to be some really fast ones. We got a 155 right
Yeah,
now.
I'm
That is
sure
very,
about
very
that
good.
as well.
Air dribble it down, go for a ground pinch, that's solid. And if I mess up this ground pinch, I'll get something around 100 or 100.
Close enough, weirdly.
Or 80 or 49. Okay, 71. Is that a repeat? Okay, got 70, 71, and 72. No repeats yet, thankfully. Okay, 80. I'll just shoot the ball in and hope I don't get a repeat. Oh no! I got 80 again. There's a 121.
77. Knock out some of those 70s. 104. We take it. I could get all 200 today. 107. Okay. Probably not going to happen, but I could.
I'll just hit it.
Too right, probably. Actually, I don't know if it's too...
70, 71, 72.
I don't know what that is. I didn't know if that was too high, though.
60.
Too low. Too right, probably. Nice, right in the middle.
Oh my god, bro. Oh,
hell no. 115, that's fine. 112. All good there. 103. There's like a strategy you can like post pinch it.
Nice.
102. Okay, that's my second repeat of the day. 95. Dude, I've already gotten 3 repeats. Come on. 116. 107. Should be good.
10.
How is this day one?
Just take anything at this point. That's a good pinch. 154. Fastest pinch of the day so far. Come on. 3. Perfect.
Oh, they have an hour every day.
And that's in 120s, I think. Don't be 127, please. 134. Okay. That's my first KPH in the 130s. We have one in the 120s, the 130s, the 140s, and the 150s already.
Wait, what is musty?
I got air, but that's not that good. I can't lie. 118, 100 through 120 are gonna fill up really quick, dude. Nice! Let's go.
Whoa,
let's
that's
go.
crazy.
Those fast ones, I am not gonna take for granted. 160, 160, 160. Let's freaking go. Since I've gotten a few of the fast ones, I'm gonna go for a few of the slow ones.
No, actually, I don't know.
Right here and slowly go.
You know, maybe I would do it in the normal process.
I'll see how fast that is, and I'll
Like, I'd do 1 mile per hour, then 2, then 3.
Key me to get a nice range of the slow ones. 18. So theoretically, I could knock out.
Actually, wait, that might not be a good idea. I don't know. I'll have to think,
So this should
maybe.
be around like 17.
Okay.
I don't have to
and training.
Like that might be 16 or 15. Should be
They have an hour every day. That's a lot, but it's still okay. Now that he's saying it'll take 100 days, I believe him. If they have 100 days every 100
If that is 18
days and they have an hour every day, that makes sense.
I know for a fact it's not 18. The top of the arrow and top of here, we're gonna see how different.
Bottom 7. The thing is, oh yeah, no, that now it is bottom 7. That's true.
So I can tell you for a fact, somewhere in between is 16 and 17. Let's go right here.
I forgot I lost.
Guaranteed to get the 16 or 17.
One
I know these are slower shots, so it's gonna take longer for the ball to physically go in the net, but it is guaranteed KPHs. A guaranteed 16 or 17 here.
Nice.
Nice. Let's see if I can snipe 16, get a little lucky. Or like, it doesn't even matter, it doesn't even matter.
Mushy. Musty. Musty.
Like, it's all good. I'm gonna start here.
Musty.
It'll be a little slower. We have 45 minutes left. I'm just gonna knock out like 1 through 18. That's my goal. Okay, we got the 9. That's fine.
Ground pinching is just so fun. Oh, that just hit the post and the crossbar, I think. 69! I'm rolling through this list. Absolutely.
I didn't mean to be toxic. I thought that was the orange guy passing me, to be honest.
113, we take that. Oh my gosh. Please, I hope that didn't hit the post. Oh my gosh! That's my second fastest pinch ever.
Crazy.
And that's like top bids? I'm winning today. I mean, I'm definitely not winning today. But I'm going to get a lot of these fast ones today. How do I go from 184 to that? I have a lot of openings still in the 50s and 60s, so just hit one of those. I just need that to not be 47. That's like the scary number right now. Okay, 40, cool. Oh no, 40's a repeat too! Okay, that's my second repeat already.
Okay, good.
There's still over 150 kphs left for these two to fill in.
No, I can't believe it went back
so far,
to them.
Starting to get bored.
Even after the...
We're good.
Soon, I'm going to come in and throw a wrench in their plans, but for now, I'll let them get comfortable.
118, we are good. I'm pretty satisfied with how the pinches are going. Maybe I start really targeting like the 50s. I haven't hit any in the 50s.
No, I can't believe you didn't hit it in.
Okay, let's target the 50s and 60s here. That should be, if my calculations are correct, that should be 59. 49, okay. Well, that's still not a repeat, we're good. Wait, why am I going for another pinch? It's like muscle memory, bro. It's muscle memory. My brain just says, oh, there's a ball, go pinch it. Oh my gosh, that's almost a repeat, but we're good. We have 107, 108, and 109 marked now. Okay, let's get one in the 50s here. I think that should be in the low 50s, between 51 and 55 for sure. Excuse me, 71? It's not a repeat, but my perception is not good right now. Okay. It's gonna be in the 40s or 30s, I think. 37, good.
That was crazy.
Let's see what that is. 44, we're good. I'm gonna have over half of this board complete today. Let's do a West flick. Come on. 93, that's a repeat. Okay, let me not mess around. Sometimes I get 2 over the ball. There's definitely a sweet spot, and I didn't hit it there. That's a repeat. Oh my gosh, 2 repeats in a row. I really hope Musty's getting as many repeats as I am.
Okay, I get it super soft too. That'll guarantee me like the 1. I might as well knock out the 1 on day 1. I know the strategy. You go right here. You tap power slide and accelerate. That should guarantee the 1. Might as well knock out 1 on day 1. Okay, I just wasted like a whole minute there. There's actually not a 0 kph on the board. Okay, I need to go a little faster it seems. Let's just see how fast that is. A little backspin. That's really concerning that I just wasted that much time. Okay, that's 4. Okay, I'll try another little backspin shot. Should be like 5 or 6. Okay, 9. Frick! I already got 9! These slower ones are harder than I thought. Wait, I know a strategy. I think if you just drive into it and do nothing, I think I knock out the 43, which I haven't gotten yet. I know a few tricks. I've been doing these little challenges for like 9 months now. I know these little tricks. Okay, 44. All good. I'm not even mad. It doesn't affect me.
Yeah, sadly that's it.
That should be one. Or
I think the thing is we were both... No, actually, what is he doing?
2. That's fine.
I don't know, I actually touched the ball, I was doing something there.
0 again. Hoping that's 1. Or I might have to punt a puppy. If it's... Okay, it's 1. No puppies will be punted. It is all good. Wait, we could knock out the 3. It'd be pretty easy and simple. You know what? I'm gonna let that one roll. I'm gonna knock out like a little 20 bomb. 17. Am I just stupid for doing this strategy? Okay, we're gonna get 3. I think that's 3. Because it's rolling sideways, which it counts the velocity from a sideways angle.
To be honest, I was thinking of this, maybe it's not
Why
that
am I just like getting so many repeats on the first day? I was at 1. Oh, what am I doing? Am I actually throwing like really bad? 18. Okay, I'm just gonna hit it in slow. That'll be like, that has to be 5 through 8. I mean, surely that's not a 9. Dude, I've gotten 5 repeats in a row. I'm wasting so much time.
Pause your game and put your controller down. Musty, West, I have something very important to tell you. I've delivered you each a package. If you wish to continue the KPH race, you must retrieve the package.
Wow.
Okay, this kind of caught me off guard. He wants me to go check my front door?
לא, אני אלך איתה אחרי זה.
What could this even be?
I can't lie, guys. Things are getting just a little freaky, but I want that $10,000, so I'm gonna go get that package.
I don't know what's going on, but I gotta go check.
Down.
This is the Thrustmaster eSwap X2HE, the controller that's used by world champions and taking over the Rocket League scene.
NRG uses this.
The mechanical buttons are 64% faster than your ordinary controller, and thanks to Thrustmaster's Hall effect technology, you can say goodbye to stick drift forever. And West, you may finally be able to rank up to Grand Champ with this thing.
Why am I catching strays in this ad? What?
It also comes with these swappable sticks. You can
That's annoying. Well, I'm gonna have to go now. I have a 20-minute timer to do. I'll see you guys, bye. It's good, bye.